This YCN special is brought to you by Bubba's Bar and Grill. Bubba's has all your favorites and much more. Beltate's Building Product Specialist. No matter the projects, their experts will get you the material you need. Kearsarge Heating and HR Clough, your local energy specialist. Much more than a home heating oil provider.
Hey, welcome back to this special Kearsarge Boys Lacrosse episode of YCN Sports Wrap. So after the Kearsarge Cougars beat Monadnock in overtime during the Division III semifinals, they advanced to the championship game, where the only team standing in their way were the undefeated Hopkinton Hawks. Kearsarge's only losses this season came at the hands of this Hopkinton team, as the Hawks have dominated the division all spring. If Kearsarge wanted to be crowned Division III champs for the first time since 2009, they'd have to perform at the top of their game. So now without further ado, let's take a look at this matchup between the top two seeds from Kearsarge and Hopkinton.
This championship game was played on a very nice afternoon at Bill Ball Stadium in Exeter, New Hampshire. Hopkinton started the game exactly like they have all season, with an offensive outburst. Midfielder Henry Yanakopoulos won the opening face-off and quickly scored the first goal of the game just 11 seconds in. The Hawks would go on a 4-0 run with another goal from Henry, and with Liam Flanagan also finding the back of the net unassisted. Kearsarge was able to stop the bleeding when Tom Gallo assisted Xander Hawk, who scored the Cougars' first goal. This made the score 4-1 with 2.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter, but Hopkinton's Prince Mansa soon scored unassisted, and Joe Cullinan made a nice dish to an open Colby Quiet, who also found the back of the net. This extended Hopkinton's lead to 5 with a score of 6-1 heading into the second quarter. Kearsarge got some momentum to start this second, when Justin Norris scored an impressive unassisted rocket of a goal. But Hopkinton's offense wasn't about to let up, as Flanagan scored his second goal of the game off an assist from Cullinan, which made the score 7-2 heading into halftime. The Cougars seemed to play with more intensity from here on, as Gunnar Nurmi soon assisted Norris for another goal, which cut the lead to 4 just 30 seconds into the second half. Yanakopoulos, however, sprinted through the Kearsarge defense just a couple minutes later. He scored a very impressive unassisted goal as he fell to the ground, which extended the Hawks' lead back up to 5 with a score of 8-3. The Cougars, clearly now playing with nothing to lose, looked great, as Colton Wilhelm soon sprinted down the right sideline and assisted Tommy Gallo. And less than 60 seconds later, Xander Hawk scored his second goal of the day with sharp shooting accuracy, just sneaking a shot past Hopkinton's Amos. This made it a 3-goal game with a score of 8-5. Play went back and forth for a few minutes, but soon Hopkinton's Yanakopoulos passed to Colby Quiet, who passed to a well-defended Carter Quiet. Carter was taken down by the Kearsarge defense, but he just managed to make a short pop-up pass to Jake Tomlinson, who secured the ball and scored easily past Kearsarge's Arnold. Now, with less than 2 minutes left in the third quarter, Cougars senior Leland Heckel had the ball midfield. He fell but recovered and blew past Quiet as he easily scored, cutting the lead back down to 3. But Hawks speedster Mansa silenced the Kearsarge crowd when he scored another unassisted goal. Hopkinton nearly scored right before the third quarter's final whistle, but Jacob Arnold in net made a nice stop to keep the score at 10-6 Hopkinton heading into the final 12 minutes of play. To start the fourth, Hopkinton's goalie Derek Amos and Tomlinson were both sent to the sideline to serve penalties. Backup goalie Alex Rousseau took over, and he and the Hawks defense successfully killed the penalty, which was huge. This visibly took the wind out of the Cougars' sails, and the Hawks bared down. They would score 2 more times over the game's next 5 minutes, including another Flanagan goal, which extended Hopkinton's lead back up to 5 with less than 60 seconds remaining. When it was all said and done, the Hopkinton Hawks were crowned Division III champions with a final score of 12-7. Kearsarge's Justin Norris finished with a shared team high of 2 goals on 5 shots. Xander Hawk also scored twice, while Tom Gallo, Tate Nurmi, and Leland Heckel each scored once. After the loss, we caught up with Coach Matthews to get his take on the game.
I have enough nice things to say about their team. I mean, they deserve it. They beat us 3 times this year. That's not an easy thing to do, you know? So they came out here today and they earned it. They played better than we did. They're a great team. I just told them we've played against this team before. I mean, we played them twice. One of the times we lost in overtime. So we know we're capable of playing a lot better against them. We just weren't doing what we had in our game plan. We weren't sticking to the game plan. We were trying, to be honest, we were trying to do a little too much. We were too focused on, trying to play and help defense rather than just being focused on the guy that we're on. And we created a lot of open looks for them. Yeah, I mean, I think the fact that we came up a little bit short doesn't change the impact these seniors had on our program, and that's what I said to them. Unfortunately, everybody doesn't finish the season on a winning note. In fact, there's only one team that typically ends the season on a happy note, and that's a champion. And so it doesn't diminish the work that these guys did. I mean, this group of seniors has played a lot of lacrosse for us, and I thank them. I mean, they've been great kids to coach. They come to practice, work hard every day. We've had a lot of fun together. So it didn't work out the way we hoped, but there's still a lot of positives to take away from the experience.
The Cougars will lose 9 seniors to graduation, including Norris, Wilhelm, Arnold, Heckel, Benjamin, and more. Kearsarge will definitely have a different looking team next spring, but with returners like Xander Hawk, Emerson Tyler, Tate Nurmi, and Patrick Lee, the Cougars should be another playoff contending team in 2018.
Cougars on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Unfortunately for Kearsarge, this undefeated Hopkinton team was just that much better than their competition all season. But the one squad who was able to compete against them was this Cougar team. This was only the second game all season decided by less than 7 goals against the Hawks, and both of the games came at the hands of Kearsarge. Well, that's going to do it for this season's YCN Sports Wrap. Be sure to tune in the fall when we'll be bringing you some football, soccer, and field hockey action. As always, I'm your host, Andrew Zerhide. Have a great summer, everyone.